Hello everybody. I hope you are having a great Thursday. I'm Miss Emily. If you are joining from our Greensboro studio, welcome. It is so good to see you again. I miss you all so much already. If you're joining in from another studio, welcome to our Bunnies class. Today we are going to be finishing up Sleeping Beauty. So last week where we left off, Briar Rose was dancing and singing with the prince in the forest, and they had fallen in love. When Briar Rose returned to the surprise party that awaited her at the cottage, it was her aunts who were the most surprised. "This is the happiest day of my life," Briar Rose said with a sigh. Then she told them about the young man she'd met and how she'd invited him to the cottage that very evening. "This is terrible," moaned Flora. "You must never see that young man again." She explained to Briar Rose that she was soon to marry a young prince named Philip. "But how could I marry a prince?" Briar Rose asked. "I'd have to be a princess," Merryweather finished. The fairies then told Briar Rose about her real parents and her real name. Flora, Fauna, and Merryweather changed back into fairies, wrapped the princess in a cloak, and set out for the palace immediately. They arrived at the castle just as the sun began to set. The princess was so sad about not being able to see the young man again from the forest that the fairies left her for a moment so she could collect herself. As soon as they were gone, a wisp of green smoke appeared and lured Aurora up the tower to a hidden room. Slowly the smoke took the form of a spindle, and Maleficent's voice filled the air. "Touch the spindle," she ordered. Aurora pricked her finger on the spinning wheel and fell into a deep sleep. Unfortunately, Maleficent had locked the prince in her dungeon. The good fairies found him and discovered that he was Prince Philip, who was to marry Aurora. They gave him an enchanted weapon with which to fight Maleficent, and soon he defeated her. Prince Philip raced to the palace and knelt beside the Sleeping Beauty. Ever so gently, he kissed her on the lips and sighed with relief as she opened her eyes and smiled at him. Soon a grand and joyous wedding was announced, and true love had conquered all. The end. All right, dancers, I hope you enjoyed our story. Even though we are at home today, we're still going to be going over our classroom rules just so we can stay safe while we're at home as well. So first, we've got our ballerina zippers. Can you tell me what do we do with our ballerina zippers? That's right. We're going to zip it, lock it, and put it in our pocket. We'll stay nice and quiet when we hear our teacher talking or our music playing so we know what to do. What kind of fingers will we use on our bar? When we're doing our bar exercises, we're going to use our piano fingers. Can you show me your piano fingers? Wiggle your fingers. Good job. Now, if you don't have a bar at home, you can hold on to a table, or you can grab a chair to hold on to your couch, whatever you have close by that you can use as a bar for today. We'll look with what do you look with? Our eyes. Turn on your eyes, and we'll listen with our ears. You got it. Turn on your ears. Who do we be nice to? Oh, of course, all of our friends. Can you say hi to your friends at their homes? Hi, friends. Be nice to our friends. We'll be nice to all of our family members who might be dancing with us today for class as well. And last but not least is don't be a silly. What animal is that? A monkey. Don't be a silly monkey, because what are we, dancers? We're professional ballerinas. Nice job. All right, are you ready to start dancing? I know I am. Let's go ahead. We're going to move our chair out of the way and get ready with our reverence. So we're going to start with our heels together, our toes apart to make our heart. In first position. Can you say first position? Nice job. First position. And bring our arms up to our first. Reach out to our second. One arm's going to come high to our third, wave high to our bird friends. And both arms up tall to our fifth. Let's break forward. We're going to pick up our little bird friends. she's got to get her beauty rest. So we're going to sneak through the castle, be nice and quiet so we don't wake up Sleeping Beauty. So we're going to PK 1, 2, 3, and step 1. Nice and quiet. 2, 3. Close wrist. And PK 1, 2, 3. 3 steps through our castle. Then we'll work on our tommies. Are you ready, dancers? Starting with our heels together. Bring those toes apart. Make our heart in our first position. Good job. All right, through the castle. Ready? Tandu, PK. 1, 2, 3. Step 1, 2, 3. Close first. Did she wake up? Oh, good. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Step through our castle. 2, 3. And close first. Let's Tomye. Wave hi to the good fairies. Flora, Fauna, and Mary Mother. Tomye. Let's wave hello to Priscilla. And let's walk across the room again. Here we go. Show off your prince or princess shoe. Step 1, 2, 3. Close first. And PK. 1, 2, 3. Step 1, 2, 3. Close first. And Tomye. Did you find Sleeping Beauty anywhere? Is she up the stairs? There she is. Wave hi to Aurora. And turn. Do a lovely curtsy or a nice bow. Nice work, dancers. All right, here's the time to go and find a spot to hold on to for our bar exercise. So who can remind me, what kind of fingers do we use on our bar? Our piano fingers. Show off those piano fingers. Here we go. We're going to have our heels together, toes apart. In our first position, making our heart. And we're going to open our castle windows. Ready? Nice piano fingers, dancers. And we'll demonstrate. Let's open our window. And close. Open and close. Good job. Open and close. All right, we're going to fly with the fairies. Good. Relevant balance. Nice job. All right, let's cross over into the castle with our second position. Demi-plie. And let's lower the bridge. Demi-plie. Good job. Our demi means little, so we're little plie. And good work. And let's come up. Releve. Bring your heels off the floor. Try to balance. Whoa, don't fall into the water. And close. Extra first. Good job, dancers. All right, we have a big moat built around our castle, which means there's a lot of water around our castle, which is why we have our bridge. So we're going to dip our toes in the water to see if it is hot or cold. Remember, don't smack your toe into the ground because that won't feel very good. Do nice quiet PK, PK, PK. Just like that. Good job. Here we go, dancers. You see your piano fingers still? Good job. All right, let's dip our toes in the water. Ready? Tandu, PK, PK, PK. Is the water hot or cold? Oh, mine's cold. Let's go to the side. PK. Good job. Oh, that's still so cold. Let's dry off our toe with our passe. Can you balance in passe? Good job. Come back down to our first position. Let's try our other foot. And Tandu, PK, PK. Oh, good work. And close first. To the side. Dip your toe in the water. Ooh, this side's kind of hot. Ouch. And dry off your toe. Slide your toe to your knee. Passe. And try to balance. Whoa, amazing balances, dancers. We're going to bring our leg behind us to a big arabesque. I'm going to turn our bar so you can see me at home. So with a big arabesque out, we want to have our feet like this. No. We're going to have our knees nice and straight, no puppy dog tails. And say bye toes, nice pointy toes. Good job. And come down. Shake it out. Good work, dancers. Nice bar exercises. Okay. If you have some props you can use at home, we're going to set up for our sautés and our échappés. So I'm going to grab a handful of our bean bags here. If you have little stuffed animals you want to use, or can even use markers or pencils or something to jump over, you can do that, or you can use some invisible tools to just jump in our first and our second position. So we are going to start with one sauté over, two sautés, three sautés. We'll do an échappé, so we'll jump out to our second, and then we're going to close back to our first. We'll step out to the side, and we're going to do our sprinkle sparkle. If you have more room to go forward, you can do your sprinkle sparkle to the front. But for our sprinkle sparkle, we're going to kick our leg to the front, step, and our other leg's going to come up to do a big arabesque kick to the back. So sprinkle front, and we'll sparkle back. All right, dancers, are you ready? Starting in our first position, hold on to Aurora's birthday cake. Let's go take it to her. Here we go. So take one. Good job. Jump, bring those heels together. Sauté, big échappé, out. And jump, jump, back together. Sauté. Great. If you need back up to your sprinkle, sprinkle, go ahead. We're going to sprinkle and sparkle. Sprinkle, sprinkle. And sparkle. Let's do one more. Sprinkle. And sparkle. Good job. Let's do that one more time with our jumps. Go ahead, pick up Aurora's birthday cake. Don't let it fall. Heels together, toes apart. Keep those heels glued together as we sauté. Nice work. Sauté. And jump. Sauté. Big échappé out to second. Jump back together. Sauté. And we're going to sprinkle, sparkle. Ready? Sprinkle front. Sparkle back. Get all your fairy magic. Sprinkle. And sparkle. Let's do one more. Sprinkle. And sparkle. Turn and a nice curtsy. Nice job. Or big bow. Good work, dancers. Right, who is ready to get jazzy? We're going to go ahead and do our jazz warm-up. We're going to start with our hands on our hips. And of course, don't forget your smiles on your lips. Let me see your big smile. Awesome smiles. Here we go. Maybe. There we go. Dancers. We're going to start by shaking your head up and down. Up and down. Shake your head no, side to side. And away. Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, and circle around. Good job. Let's shrug your shoulders in. And twist, twist, twist. After. Hands on our hips. Shake it out. Step, shake, 1, 2, 3, 3, side to side. And 1, 2, 3. Step and stay down. 1, 2, 3, side to side. Say hi, belly. Hi, belly. Hi, belly. Hi, belly. Front to back. Move. And open. Hi, belly. Hi, belly. Hi, belly. Hi, belly. Front to back. Move. Whoa. Have a seat. Show me your butterfly leg. And slide to Aurora's castle. Slide home. 2. Fly away. And slide home. 2. We're going to shake our toes. Let's look at our toes. Say, hi toes. Hi toes. Hi toes. Hi toes. Breathe. And stand up to shake it out. Good work. Step and shake. 1, 2, 3, side to side. And 1, 2, 3. Step and shake. 1, 2, 3, side to side. Say hi, belly. Hi, belly. Hi, belly. Hi, belly. Front to back. Move. Whoa. Hi, belly. Hi, belly. Front to back. Hi, belly. Hi, belly. Move. And see our pose. Nice job. Take a bow. Amazing dancers. Are you feeling all warmed up? We're going to work on our skips today. So we're going to skip around our castle. We're going to step, pass it, step, pass it. Kind of like you're doing a big slow march almost. Step, pass it. We're going to add our jump. And we'll go a little bit faster. All right, are you ready? Let's go to Aurora's castle. Come on, guys. Step, pass it. Step, pass it. Step, pass it. Good job. Step, pass it. Step, pass it. Are you ready to add our hop? We're going to step, pass it, hop. Step, pass it, hop. Good job. Hop. Step, pass it, hop. Look at those. Yes, good job. Step, pass it, hop. What do you see at the castle? Do you see Aurora waving from the window? Hi, Aurora. Step, pass it, hop. I see those birds too. Hi, Priscilla. Can we try our skips a little faster? Just pass it, hop. Pass it, hop. Pass it, hop. Pass it, hop. And skip. Good job, dancers. Skip around the castle. Skip. Skip. And amazing, dancers. Good job. Can you take a nice bow? Amazing. Nice work. All right, dancers, we're going to work on one more thing before we switch to tap for today. We're going to do our jazz walks. So our jazz walk, we step out to the side and we'll cross in front. We'll step out to the side, cross in front. Girls may need to help our dancers with this one. Make sure they're crossing in the front. And step, cross. We're going to sneak up the stairs to go find Sleeping Beauty. We have to tell her to wake up. So we're going to fly and do our axel jump, kind of like we just practiced with our skips. We did our passe jump. We're going to bring up our leg, passe, and jump. And we'll say, wake up. Can you say that with me? Wake up. Nice job. All right, let's go down the stairs. Here we go. Hands on our hips, big smiles on our lips. We're going to step out, cross, and straight. Step out to the side, cross, and front. Good job, walk dancers. And cross. Step out. Oh, let's say, wake up. Wake up. Good job. All right, let's get back over. Let's do it again. Step out to the side, cross front. legs are wearing tap shoes, that is A-okay. You can also wear your ballet shoes or street shoes, socks, bare feet, whatever works best for your house. This class is a little bit shorter than what it would be if you guys were in the studio, just because we aren't going across the floor and taking turns or working on corrections or anything like that. You guys are just all doing it at the same time as me at home, so we don't want to get you guys too tired. If you are on Facebook, grown-ups, usually not children, grown-ups, if you are on Facebook, I'm doing live updates on my Facebook page every day this week, and we'll be doing some more updates as the weeks go on. Hopefully we won't be closed too long, just taking it one day at a time like we all are. So go ahead, follow me on there for some more updates. It is Miss Emily, M-I-S-S-E-M-I-L-Y, just one name, Davidson. And I would love to connect with you guys on there. You can share pictures of your dancers doing class from home. I miss their faces so much already. I really want to give them big hugs. I'll send big virtual hugs for now. I hope to see you guys really soon. Once you have your tap shoes on, go ahead and find your spot. And we'll have our hands on our hips. And of course our big smiles on our lips. Are you ready, dancers? Good, all right. Let's do our warm-up. We're going to start with our toe drops. Switch our toes. Flip your heels on the floor. And let's drop our toes. Nice job. Nice to drop your heels. Good. Toes to the front. Let me see those toes. Amazing. To the side. And step together. Other foot front. Nice work. Drop your toes to the side. And toes. Switch. 3 quick. And 1. 3 quick. 1, 2, 3. Drop your toes. Switch to the back. Switch to the back. Good job. And drop your heels. Heels to the front. Let me see the bottom of your shoe. Good job to the side. And step together. Heels front. Good job. Heel to the side. And step. Heel. 3 quick count. 1, 2, 3. Switch. Count with me. 1, 2, 3. Good job. And 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. Drop your toes. And your heels. Good job. And our heels. We're going to get our airplane arms out for a shuffle. Front, front, back. Shove, up. Shove, up. Front, back. Other foot. Front, back. Shove, up. Shove, up. Good shuffle, dancers. And 2 arms. And step. Step. And step. Be very gentle if you're not wearing tap shoes. Don't hurt toes. And step. Go. And step. Shake it out. And shake it out. Good job. And arms up high. Take a big bow. Good work, dancers. Nice job. All right. Before we leave for today, we are going to work on our shuffle hop step. So we're going to go back to the forest with Aurora real quick. We're going to pick our berries up, and we're going to put them in our basket. So shuffle, pick up our berries, and put them in our basket with a step. All right, hands on your hips. Don't forget those smiles on your lips. Let's do this one a little bit faster. Ready? Good job. We're going to start with our shuffle. Our foot. And brush. Back. Up. And step. Shuffle. Up. And step. Are you ready? Pick some berries up. And put them in our basket. berries are you going to pick this time? What kind? Those sound so delicious. Ready? Let's pick all of our berries and take our berries. Put them in our basket. Nice job, dancers. Let's take a big bath. Good job. Before we leave for today, we have to do our storybook game, of course. Can you, dancers, tell me, if you're going to wear a princess dress today, what color is your princess dress going to be? Ready? Tell me on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. What color? Those sound so magical. If you're going to wear a prince outfit, what color is your prince outfit going to wear? Going to be. Tell me on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. How dashing. I can't wait to see our outfits. All right, we're going to start by going to the cottage. I think today I will wear a pink dress for my princess outfit. Let's go ahead and we're going to go find Flora, Fauna, and Mary Leather at our cottage. Can I see your big marches? Whoa, big marches. Oh, we made it to the cottage. Help me knock on the door. Can you knock the best wheel? Go ahead, knock, knock, knock. Did anybody answer? They didn't answer over here. Let's try to go back. Knock, knock. I hear somebody coming. There's the Marys. Did you hear that? They told us that we were a real princess or prince. That can't be right. We have to go back to the castle. Quick. Go ahead, get your foot. We're going to tiptoe back. Quiet tap. Up. We're going to brush our tail. Push our back. Brush. Push. Don't let me up, it's like me. Uh-oh, I see her head. There's a big cloud of smoke. It looks like a spindle. Ready? It's saying to touch it. Oh, I'm so sleepy now. Oh, let's go to sleep. All right, dancers, you stay asleep. Do you remember in our story what helped wake up Sleeping Beauty? That's right, an act of true love helped her. So let's see. Well, I miss you all so, so much, and I have so much love to give you all, so I'm going to send you a big virtual hug. When you hear me count to 3, I'm going to send my hug, and you wake up. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Big hugs. Oh, wake up. Good job. Okay, we're going to twirl with the princess. And big princess and dance with the prince, twirl. And let's give a big prince bow. Good job, dancers. Nice work. You guys worked so hard today. If you are in my Thursday 5:15 class, your recital dance to practice is Funky Penguin. We're going to be penguins at the zoo. So go ahead, take a look at that dance. It's pretty fun. I like this one. So go ahead, practice that a couple times. I hope to see you guys so, so soon. Thank you so much again, all our families, for your support. During this time, we did have to close our doors. We're so happy that we are still able to have classes for you guys ready. And if you do need anything, just let us know. But I hope to see you all so, so soon. Bye.